So hi everyone, today in this video we're gonna develop another mental model that obviously can be important, can be useful for you, since mental models are representations about how reality works. And then so as much more you grasp them, higher is the probability to make you a better decision maker. And obviously so to be a better decision maker, or you develop your systems, so your methodology, your process to absorb the information, and you as well work in the quality of information that you get. And then much more you grasp good information, and is obviously by having a good repository. And mental models are this. Mental models are representations of how the reality works. So our inputs that you can get and you can use for day-to-day life are like beliefs, knowledge, and some of the mental models as well you can have as them working as systems that so systematically they make interpretations, good interpretations about how the reality works. And then so with that talk, what we gonna what's like so is the value of this video is talking about the mental model in the business world that so can be important for you. And then so providing this as value, I expect this is enough, that is enough so to make you subscribe, and so as well see other videos that can may trigger your interest. And then so what do you understand about business? Business is activity that we do that everyone so gets with the objective, so of making profit. And then so obviously what do you have to understand? Domain, the simple equation: the price of the thing that you sell multiplied by the quantities that you sell less the cost that you have to deal so to make this to sell. And then so you want to maximize, so you want to get as much as possible the revenues in comparison with cost. And then so obviously we have how to do it. You have to understand what people really want to offer so in the certain quantities enough to make so a type of event, the types of product that has scalability. So if you are selling that much of people, you're working with the K in the equation of profit. And then so if you provide something that's people perceive enough as value that makes them buy, good. Another thing that you have to domain, P. How you domain P? P is the price. What makes something have like higher ability to so pay more is by so having a perception of value enough that justifies paying more and more and more. And this obviously comes with perception of the quality of product. What determines the costs? Costs are normally trade-offs. So you have to deal with costs because you want to get something back. You pay for someone to make them work in something. You pay for a material because in trade-off you want to get a material, so, and you give the money away. And then so what do you expect? You expect that you get the resources that are more valuable and more so constructive value to make so more quantities of people buy at higher prices because the product is intrinsically has a high type of value, and you have done it at or by exploring suppliers that have done so your resources, or suppliers at any type like humans, materials, whatever it is, that the what they give to you it's at lower cost as possible. So like searching opportunities, searching people that are not evaluating some specific resource that for you is that much valuable is the best type of business that so makes you reduce as much as possible the cost that you have to do so to produce something valuable for your customers. And then so it's simple equation that you have domain. Each simple equation is compounded by so elements that you have so as well to manhandle well. And then so manhandle the price, the quantifiers that you sell, and the cost that you deal following these simple heuristics. I would say that's the trick of this video till now, understanding. But then so what is the main component of this video is calling or talking about the bullwhip effect. Whole small demand changes cause big supply chain disruptions. So Is today's complex supply chains, even small changes in consumer demand can lead to huge swings in production and inventory levels. And that so is the bullwhip effect. And by understanding it, can help companies mitigate risks, cut costs, and improve overall supply chain performance. See how this mental model influences the equation that I've started by talking in this video. So definition is clear, occurs when minor fluctuations in retail demand are amplified as they move upstream in a supply chain from retailers to wholesalers to manufacturers. And then so what I will call like the core concept, if I can say it. It's the small change at consumer level triggers increasingly larger variations in orders placed by intermediaries, which can lead to overproduction, excess inventory, or stockouts. How does it work? So understand. First, order batching. Companies often accumulate orders over a period before placing them, causing a sudden spikes in demands for suppliers. Then, demand forecasting errors. Inaccurate predictions amplify small shifts in consumer demand, leading to disproportionate order adjustments. Price fluctuations and promotions. Temporary discounts or promotions can distort demand patterns, further contributing to variability. Communication gaps. Poor information sharing across the supply chain increases uncertainty, causing each level to overcompensate for perceived changes. So these basically are like four events that creates the whole bullwhip effect. Real world examples. We have the retail industry is the best one. A minor surge in sales of a popular product can lead retailers to place larger orders, and so prompting suppliers to ramp up production unnecessarily, resulting in surplus inventory and higher storage costs. Automotive sector as well, a slight dip in demand for a specific car model might cause manufacturers to significantly reduce orders for components, disrupting production schedules and supplier relationships. But then, so we have understood what creates this bullwhip effect. I think it's clear what I've been saying, what I've been talking. But then, so that we have understood, it's like an uncertain environment that we live. We're depending sometimes of a variable that is demand that neither holds is stable, and then so by variance, it as well influences the way that we may handle our supply chain at whole. And obviously, as much more people are also implied present, more type of probability of entropy, uncertainty, because it's harder to control everyone. And then so sometimes what can as well happen, a small simple change of behaviors that I do in this supply chain has amplified by being like a network's effects. And then so what do we have to understand, or where we have to focus is in so strategies to mitigate the bullwhip effect. So what do you have? Improved communication, share real-time data across all supply chain partners to reduce uncertainty. It's already something that people do. With the evolution of technology, it's even more easier to so spread information. As more information is spread, more people have knowledge and more they so have decisions that are based logically. Enhance demand forecasting, use advanced analytics and forecasting tools to better predict consumer demand. As much better I predict something, better I saw how well I will prepare for that something. Reduce order batching, implement more frequent smaller orders to smooth out demand fluctuations. Stabilize pricing, so avoid drastic price changes or promotions that can create temporary demand spikes. And collaborative planning, work closely so with suppliers and retailers to align on forecasts and production plans. So it's more like 5 type of actions that obviously are generalists that you have to apply specifically for your business. And then so what I want to be and what I want to understand, I hope you have understand bullwhip effect. I hope you have understand how impact so our equation of profit. That's the main thing that you have to domain. And I understand as well or I hope that these type of 5 actions that mitigates these 5 causes for bullwhip effect can so enough to so put in your process to make a business that so helps you be more effective and generating so better results for you. So I expect this video as make you gain certain type of insights, and I expect you have liked enough so to put uh, a subscribe and as well a like in this video. And without much more to say, thank you and see you in the next one.